I thought I got my dream job. A powerful boss. A big opportunity. But one dinner invitation revealed a dark secret. And I was no longer safe. My name is Chloe. I am 26 years old. Today was my first day at a new job. I work as a personal assistant. My boss is the company director. His name is Richard. He is 43 years old. Richard is a powerful man. Many people in the office respect him. He is tall, confident, and always dressed in expensive suits. He speaks clearly and makes quick decisions. I also know he is married. He has a wife and 2 children. This job means a lot to me. I worked very hard to get it. I want to grow in my career. I want to build a better future for myself. My job is to support Richard. I manage his schedule, answer calls, and write emails for him. I try to be careful and professional. On my first day, I noticed something strange. Richard looked at me often. Sometimes when I walked past his office, I felt his eyes following me. Other times, when I looked up from my desk, I saw him watching me. Each time, he quickly looked away. At first, I told myself it was normal. I was new. Maybe he was checking my work. Maybe he wanted to make sure I understood everything. So I ignored it. I focused on my tasks. One afternoon, Richard called me into his office. "Chloe, come in," he said. I walked in holding some documents. He stood up and walked toward me. Too close. Closer than necessary. My body felt tense. Then he touched my hand. I froze. My heart started beating fast. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. Richard smiled slightly, but the smile felt wrong. I felt uncomfortable. I wanted to step back, but I didn't move. I stayed silent. I was scared. This was my first day. I needed this job. I needed money to pay my rent, my bills, my food. If I said something wrong, would I lose everything? After a few seconds, he took the papers. I quickly left his office. I sat at my desk, but I couldn't focus. Something was not right. From that moment, everything changed. I felt his eyes on me all the time. Every time I passed his office, I felt nervous. I didn't understand why he touched my hand. I didn't understand why he looked at me that way. I just wanted to work and feel safe. A few days later, something else happened. It was evening. Most people had already gone home. I was packing my bag, ready to leave. Richard walked to my desk. Again, he stood very close. "Chloe," he said, "don't go home yet. Let's have dinner. Just you and me." My hands started shaking. I didn't want to go. I tried to find an excuse. "I have plans tonight," I said. He smiled. "It's important," he said. "We can talk about work. And it's polite to accept your boss's invitation." I felt trapped. I didn't want to make him angry, so I said yes. We went to a nice restaurant. It was quiet and expensive. But Richard didn't talk about work. He looked at me and said, "Chloe, you are very special. You are smart. You are beautiful. I like you." I felt uncomfortable. His words sounded nice, but the situation felt wrong. I didn't know what to say. I looked down at my plate. Then he said something that shocked me. "I want you to be my lover," he said. "No one will know. It will be our secret." I couldn't believe it. My boss, a married man, was asking me this. I shook my head. "No, Mr. Richard," I said. "I can't. This is not right." His face changed immediately. The smile disappeared. His eyes became cold. He didn't speak anymore. The dinner ended in silence. He dropped me home and drove away without saying goodbye. That night, I couldn't sleep. I was worried about what would happen next. The next day, everything changed. My work suddenly became harder. Richard gave me more tasks than before. Too many tasks. I stayed late almost every day. I felt tired all the time. But that wasn't the worst part. He started to insult me in front of others. For small mistakes, he spoke loudly. One day, I put a file in the wrong place. "Chloe," he said loudly, "this is not good enough." Everyone looked at me. I felt embarrassed. Another day, I forgot a small detail. He made me stand up during a meeting. "This is a simple job," he said, "but Chloe cannot do it properly." I felt hurt. I tried to stay calm, but it was difficult. Later, he spoke to me quietly. "You should think about my offer again," he said. "Life can be much easier for you." I understood clearly. He was punishing me because I said no. I felt trapped. I needed the job, so I couldn't leave. One night, I stayed late again. I was working alone. Then I saw something on his desk. A photo. It was a picture of his family. His wife and children were smiling. They looked happy. In that moment, I made a decision. I could not stay silent. This was not only about me. It was also about his wife. She deserved to know the truth. I found her phone number in his emergency contacts. My hands were shaking when I called. She answered. I told her my name. I said I worked with her husband. I asked if we could meet. She agreed. The next day, we met at a small cafe. I told her everything. About the way he looked at me, about him touching my hand, about the dinner, about his offer, about how he treated me after I refused. Her face changed. She looked angry. But not at him. At me. She leaned forward. "You tried to take my husband," she said. "No," I said quickly. But she didn't listen. "You want to break my family," she said. Before I could explain, she raised her hand. She slapped me. Hard. The cafe went silent. My face burned. Tears filled my eyes. I felt shocked, ashamed. I ran out of the cafe. The next day, I made another decision. I would not stay silent anymore. It was time to tell the truth. During the team meeting, everyone was in the conference room. Richard sat at the head of the table. I stood up. My heart was beating fast, but I spoke. "Everyone needs to know the truth," I said. The room became quiet. "Richard has behaved in a very wrong way," I said. I told them everything, about his behaviour, about his offer, about how he punished me after I said no, about his wife, about the slap. Everyone listened. Richard's face turned red. He stood up and pointed at me. "You are finished here," he said. "Your career is over." Then he walked out and slammed the door. The room stayed silent, but something had changed. After the meeting, other employees came to me. They shared their own stories. I was not the only one. Many people had experienced similar things. The company started an investigation. They checked emails, messages, and records. They spoke to many employees. Slowly, the truth came out. There was proof. A lot of proof. In the end, Richard lost his job. He was removed as director. His wife left him. His reputation was destroyed. He lost everything. As for me, I was safe again. I continued working at the company. Life slowly became normal. But I also felt something else. A little sadness. I didn't want to destroy anyone. I only wanted to protect myself. Weeks passed. I focused on my work. I started to feel strong again. I believed in my future. This is my life, and I will make it better.